not him getting dabbed up.
What the
Get home
fuck?
safely now.
Damn, so apparently this guy went to a club with his girl and she ended up getting drunk and dancing with someone else. At some point, you gotta learn to know when to walk away. She's just embarrassing you at this point. Also, if you can't control yourself or even have some respect for your man or yourself when you drink, then you shouldn't be drinking at all. But I honestly think bro should have just gotten into his car, go home, and deleted her number. That's it. You dodged a bullet. Be grateful and find someone who's worth it, man. In reality though, if a guy can take her, she was never yours, bro. It was just your turn.
This is her date, but I can tell you the story. So the guy drove 4 hours to go on a date with her, and they went to eat at a restaurant, but he went into the restaurant and ate alone, and she sat in the car.
I didn't want to go in.
The verdict at the end of the night is that the guy is autistic, so they never went on a second date.
Like, what's bad about that? Like,
Socially awkward, fucking weird, and just not into it.
so you never talked to him again after that?
No, totally ghosted.
Bro drove 4 hours to go on a date with her and she ended up staying in the car because she didn't want to eat there. So that man ended up eating alone, but now you're laughing at him because he's autistic? Man, some people are just so shallow, they don't even realize that they are the problem, but blame everyone else. If you do feel the vibe, at least be nice, just have a great time. There's a better way to handle this situation, and she handled it very poorly. Her friend is also trash for laughing at the situation. Crazy.
Guys, I just got back from a Hinge date. Why am I doing this to myself? So we scheduled to go to dinner. We are sitting at the restaurant. Seems very nice. Not a catfish. Things are going well. And the waitress comes over. She wants to take her order. And I said, okay, I'm gonna take the branzino. And he said, I'm gonna take the burger. And the waitress asked him, okay, how do you like your burger? He said how he likes his burger. And do you want some cheese on your burger? And he asked, is this gonna be extra? And she says, yes, it's $3 extra. And he said, okay, then never mind. Over there, and I'm like, what the actual I'm like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat my branzino and see what happens. And he's like, oh my god, you have to pay extra for everything these days. And I'm like, yeah, it's New York City. So I got my branzino, he got his burger, we were eating. And once I was satisfied, I got up and I was like, I'm going to the restroom for a second. And I took my purse and I went to the waitress and I was like, hey, I just want to pay the bill. And I just paid the bill and walked out of the restaurant, and I texted him. So I texted him, the check is taken care of, you should have gotten the cheese. And I blocked him.
To be fair, I had the intention of paying $21 for this burger, so adding $3 for cheese was not f***ing worth it.
So this girl walked out of the date because he wouldn't pay $3 extra for a slice of cheese for his order. I would understand if he was talking about her order, but like, it's his order, why do you care so much about it? Also, the restaurant he took her was an expensive restaurant, meaning he was most likely going to pay for her meals regardless of what her order was. So I'm trying to find out where him not paying $3 extra for a slice of cheese for his order is a problem. She really thought she was doing something by paying the bills and walking out, thinking people would agree with the decision she just made. This woman is insane. In the end, bro walked out with free food and dodged a bullet. If a girl is gonna leave you after you made a good financial decision like this, it's not worth it, man. She really is not. Next time her friends ask where the good men are at, just remember you left one at a restaurant because he didn't want to pay $3 extra for a slice of cheese on his burger.
Would you cheat on him with your celebrity crush?
Yeah. He knows that too.
I do know that.
How do you feel about that?
It hurts a little bit, but I do know how much she loves Harry Styles. So it would suck, and I don't know, like, if it actually did happen, like, I don't know how I'd feel about it, but I know how much she loves him, and I don't know.
Bro is definitely lost. I used to think the same way, like, oh yeah, he's famous, but no, man, you got me messed up. We all are humans here. If a girl has a celebrity crush, just break up with her. That's what I would have done. Either just sleep with her or break up with her. I just don't see the reason to keep someone who's willing to sleep with someone else who is a celebrity any second now. Next thing you know, you're gonna go outside just like this guy who brought his girl to a Chris Brown concert.
The attitude for a lot of people is that men are not allowed to talk about what they want and what makes them happy. Women are allowed to talk about that, but men are not allowed to discuss it. And if you bring it up, it is somehow offensive. You can't even talk about the needs and wants of men without automatically undermining the needs and wants of women. It is, again, totally ridiculous, and it's a game that I will not play.
He's not wrong at all. A woman can say she wants a man who's 6 feet, a man who makes 6 figures, but if I said I want a woman who's not overweight, it's a problem. Anytime a man brings up his preference or anything he desires in a woman, there's always some pushback. They are also mad at the passport bros too, because they want to go to another country to find some traditional woman to marry. Anytime a man has standards, he gets attacked for them.
So both Charlene and I, in the span of a week, invited men over and on separate occasions, okay? And at the time, we didn't have a TV stand. We were working on getting one, okay? But both of these men had something to say about our TV being on the floor. So you know what we did? Immediately bought a TV stand. Period. Then we got another man to come over and put together the TV stand.
Because he's a real man that builds it and minds his business.
He didn't ask for nothing, got a glass of water, was respectful the entire time. Shout out to him.
He got snacks too. We're not like on hospital.
He got snacks.
We gave him some snacks.
But he didn't ask for anything in exchange is the point. Because he genuinely wanted to help. And that's why men like that win in life. Period.
And this is why I say nice guys finish last. The guy that built the TV stand only got some snacks and some lemonade, while the other guys you were being intimate with did nothing. So you're telling me you're being intimate with someone, you're sharing yourself with someone, spending time with someone, but they're not willing to build you your own TV stand? Like, this man is not willing to build you your own TV stand, so he sat on there and asked someone to do it for you. Look, no one is saying you're entitled to give the person who built the TV stand anything, but you know what I'm saying here, guys. Don't be like him. As a man, never again.
Even though you guys say body count doesn't matter, your refusal to share it would indicate to me that it matters. You know it matters, and that's why you refuse to share it.
It doesn't matter to me, but it matters to you guys. So I'm not gonna go and put myself out here and say my body count just for you two to ridicule me or say something.
We're not gonna ridicule you.
This guy has been saying stuff the whole time.
I don't need your body count to ridicule you.
She's just embarrassing herself every time she opens her mouth. It's just wild to me that these women think that they have the emotional intelligence to handle these type of conversations. Just stay on topic, or at least stay composed. Since she's offended, it sounds like she regrets her body count. She knows her body count is high. That's why she's having a hard time just even saying it. Just stay away from these type of girls, man.
So there is this powerful study, gentlemen, that I've been talking about a lot. You've probably seen it all over social media. It's done by the Census Bureau and a lot of other national data statistics centers. They're talking about what is going to happen by 2030 in terms of relationships. By 2030, 50% of women will be without a man. So that is where the West, the United States as a whole, is heading towards, because men ultimately want women with traditional values. Why do you think passport bros is such a big thing right now? Men want to go overseas. Then you have the other group of men, many of which comment on my channel, they're done with women. And men can handle that. Do we want it? Not necessarily. So this is going to be a huge issue that women are ultimately going to have to deal with as the options cease to exist.
I think men are just done with everything overall. They're seeing how these modern women are acting and saying stuff on social media. They're just tired of putting too much effort and the energy not being returned. That's why we are seeing more men going overseas and trying to find some women with traditional values to be happy with. I'm not talking about just finding someone to sleep with. You can find these type of girls anywhere in the US. I'm talking about some real connection to grow old with. Scary thing is, men are okay with being alone too. You would be okay too after you've been in multiple relationships and the women end up leaving you and taking everything that you have, including your kids. So why keep risking it? It's just sad that we reached this point that a lot of men have to even go overseas to find love. People just don't connect anymore. Everyone is superficial these days.